Okay. Hey guys, Jeff Taylor here, Always Bent. Another weekly fishing report. Sorry, it's been bi-weekly lately, but it's been awesome. The fishing's been awesome. There's just been nothing to report other than everybody's been seeing this on Facebook, Instagram. Fishing's incredible. The best I've ever experienced inshore in Ocean City right now for tunas.
Yeah, and chances are if you have Facebook, Instagram, or you're on YouTube, if you're not seeing us and the fish we've caught recently, you're seeing all the other boats that are catching them right now, and it's just been lights out. I mean, you guys caught, what, 3 the other morning?
Yeah.
An hour?
Phil was catching them for fun by the end of the day.
Yeah, which is totally awesome. And then even before that, we had the day we caught the 72. They were airing out everywhere. Then we went back out, me and Willie, lost the giant. They were airing out everywhere. I mean, every trip's been pretty wild.
It's been awesome, man. Him and I were just talking before we started. Like, we really don't have anything new to report to you guys. The fish are still in the same areas.
Same areas.
They're a little bit bigger. That's the only thing that's changed. The fish are just getting a little bigger, and whether that's a new pod moving in or they're just crushing bait, probably a combination of both. But they're eating. They're hungry, man.
Yeah, and there's definitely some giants in the mix, some 90-inch class fish, possibly even bigger than that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those things are serious.
So we were actually talking, the only really other thing that is kind of cool, new to report, we've been doing really well on the jetty in Ocean City. Him and I, Taylor and I, a couple other buddies. Redfish, stripers mixed in. Sometimes you'll have upper slot reds and stripers in there right now, which is really, really fun.
Yeah, good to see for, the local fishery, those reds hanging around, they may become a year-round thing
I was wondering, maybe it's because of the lack of rain, like how much salinity we got this year that they're just hanging.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe some of salinity.
Maybe the temperature's warmer than we think.
Temperatures. And then also on the bass, too, the migratory bass, a little different than our local resident bass that we're usually getting, back in the bays and inshore. But now we've got these migratory bass pushing down, mixing in, and we know for a fact because we found the big ones out in the ocean, which is awesome to see. Another fish to target when you're out there. But those smaller ones from those migratory herds definitely come through our inlet. And like he was just saying, now's the time to get out there on the jetty and possibly catch a 35-inch bass.
The technique, if you're fishing from shore with that, you got to fish it really slow. Like, let your bait drop. Make sure you get it down. You don't want a heavy bait. You want something light. You want to flutter it. Flutter it down. Not like just let it to the bottom. You want it to be like
working its way, right? And that current's ripping usually if you're fishing the jetty, so it's usually just figuring out a sweep, whether everyone has, each person might figure out their own, but you're doing some kind of sweep, whether it's left to right or casting out to yourself or right to left, depending what the tide's doing.
Well, actually, that's exactly right. When the tide's incoming, you want to like throw it out in front of you and kind of just like work it towards you, and then like that tide, when it's coming out, kind of sweeps from left to right here, so
it's like the opposite.
Right, you fish that like left side there and let it sweep around to in front of you. But it's incredible fishing right now. But you will not catch anything if you're not close to the bottom. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah, that's the game. Heavy enough to be close to the bottom, but not so heavy you're getting snagged or like dragging the bottom.
Correct. That's couldn't have said it better myself. You got to have that happy medium there. But if you find that, you can walk all down that beach, cast all down that beach, and I'm catching reds the whole way down to the fishing pier right now, and stripers. So that's just something fun to do. But yeah, anyways, it's been incredible. It's been the best I've ever seen it.
Yeah, it's been great fishing. Tomorrow the weather's looking spectacular. We're definitely going to be out there going for tuna and possibly some striped bass. And yeah, I mean, if you can get out there, now's your shot. Whether you want to cast, troll, striper, tuna, they're all here. They're all eating. It's prime time. In my opinion.
It is. I don't think this is going to be. I think that like Taylor just said, I think this is like the prime right now. I think from here it can only, unfortunately, get worse. It's insanely good right now. So
I mean, I would love for it to stick around, but our feeling or we're thinking it's probably just going to slow down to the point where you're going to be hunting for them again, hoping for one bite.
Ghosts.
But yeah, exactly.
Right now we're busting these ghosts.
Now it feels unreal. Yeah. I mean, it just feels we're used to hunting for one bite, and we were saying, if you get 2 in a day, that's a spectacular day. You're lucky. And then here we go. You had a day with 3, right, or doubled up, and it's been spectacular.
These fish are eating like hungry yellowfins. Like it's
Yeah,
incredible.
they're eating sand eels. They're eating dogfish. I
They're
actually
crushing.
haven't seen bunker yet, but I know they're out there.
They were.
I
We
mean,
were that day. We were out with the Tylers and Seth on the stripers. They were feeding on bunker.
Okay.
Yeah, that
I know
wasn't
they're
sand eels
around.
in there.
I
That was
mean-
bunker because they wouldn't touch anything except
big
paddle tails
tails.
and white. They loved white and paddle tails that
Yeah,
day. Like they
true.
wouldn't really touch in those straight tails as much.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's been good. It's been good. I really don't. We're not gonna just keep saying the same thing over and over again. But the fishing is the best it's been. Please try to get out and go. You know, within the next couple of days. Tomorrow looks fabulous. Fish are where they have been. Don't overthink it. Go out, find birds, find fish. You know that they're right on that temperature. Where that temperature starts to go up is where I've been seeing them.
Yeah, you want to look for about 50 degrees or higher, right?
Yeah, that's what we like to see.
They could be in 49-degree water, but some of that inshore water was as low as 45,
And
46.
I've learned a lot from Phil this year. He's like, those fish inside you see with the stripers busting, he's like, they're really hard to catch. They're not
Yeah.
going to bite like those fish out on the 20 line. So, I mean, you'll see them in that 49-degree water, but getting them to eat in that 49-degree water, probably a different story. I'm not saying it's impossible. I don't think anything is with fish, but I think it's going to be hard, you know.
Yeah, and I mean, you're right there at that point. Like if you're at Bass Grounds, Isle of Wight, Fenwick Shoal, it's not much further to go to the Queen or Twin Rex, the
No.
12, Massey's,
No,
Jack
it's right
Spot.
there.
They're all right there on that 20 line.
Yeah,
So
I think from Fenwick, you're probably 10 miles tops, you know.
yeah, and there's plenty of options. Like we always say, don't go with the fleet. Try and find some structure to work to yourself. And
Yeah, if you're seeing fish busting, I mean, we were coming in yesterday, and Phil was like, I saw him busting. He's like, stop the boat. He's like, let's catch one. He's like, let's turn the drag up, try to break one off. I'm like, all right. So we stopped, and I'm not even kidding you. He rigs a ballyhoo up, throws it out. I put the boat in gear, and the line goes off. I mean, incredible
ridiculous.
fishing right now.
Yeah, it's
So I
just
mean,
mental.
it don't be like I got to go to this spot. Go out, turn your radar on, look for some birds, look for some structure. If you see that temperature change right on that area, or you're in the 50s and you see the birds and the structure, don't hesitate to fish it. You know, I think that they're everywhere, and I feel like a lot of times when you pull up, have your shit ready, have your stuff ready. Drop that right away because they are attracted to your boat. When you get out there, like the first couple boats, you slow down off plane, they're like, huh, what the hell's that? Let's go check it out. I'm telling you, have your baits ready. Dump them right when you get there because you'll get bit a lot of times.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, we got nothing really to report. Redfish, stripers in the inlet, bluefins out, crushing everything on the 20 line.
Yeah, get out there and get them, guys.
Get 'em while it's
luck.
good.
We'll talk to you guys soon.
Like, subscribe, follow, please. Thank you guys thus far, and we look forward to the rest of the winter with you guys.
Yep, we're almost to 1,000 subscribers. We're going to give away a trip, whether it's this spring, summer, or maybe this winter. We'll pick
see.
a lucky winner. So.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.